Sorry, who's this movie about again? Can you guys remind me?
Springsteen.
There it is. That was dumb. That's more like it. Directed by Scott Cooper, a filmmaker that I like, starring Jeremy Allen White. This is Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. And in this movie, we follow Bruce as he's crafting his 1982 album, Nebraska, which emerged as he recorded Born in the USA. And that's a sequence that we get to see in the film, honestly. Maybe the highlight of the movie. Maybe one of the better biopic music-based scenes I've seen in quite some time, because just the rousing nature of the song, along with everyone in that studio thinking, all right, we've recorded a banger. A huge hit song, a tour, he's at the height of his powers, and all of a sudden, the demons of his past start creeping in. That relationship with his father, he's battling with depression, and so many things happening internally that it starts to affect and impact where he wants to take his music career. And so a lot of this movie inevitably is just kind of sitting with Springsteen as he's humming and trying to figure out this music. And then he wants to take the music that he records and recapture that sound that he found to start. But all of this is affecting him so much. Then there's a relationship with Odessa Young's character. I personally felt that was tacked on, even though I love the dynamic between both of them. But he's mentally checked out. We see these flashbacks, the relationship between he and his father, played by Stephen Graham, who's excellent. Jeremy Strong plays his manager. And I didn't know a ton about this section of his life, so I didn't know how the manager was going to act. He's amazing in the film, by the way. But he's just a guy who has his friends back.
I love you.
He believes in Bruce, he stands by Bruce, and that was pretty cool to watch. And this is one of those movies that progressively got better for me. I wasn't in tune, see what I did there, with the film in the beginning. I was a little bored trying to figure out where it was going, and I'm like, all right, it's another one of those. But the more I focused on his performance and how I was so sucked into his life, and ultimately, unexpectedly, I grew to really enjoy peeling back the curtain on this moment. Also, there's a moment between he and his father in the third act of this film, and that, for me, it was like the highlight of the whole experience, and that's when it really clicked for me. This was such a weird experience, because I started out like, it's not that good, and by the end, I'm like, no. Wait a second. And so thankfully, the story hits its stride and ultimately won me over with how deep and personal it all feels. Expanding on his relationship with his father and how that affected him felt shoehorned early on, but White is able to carry his emotions on his sleeve in a beautiful way, nailing each aspect of Springsteen himself. Also, seeing the ins and outs of the album proved to work well, and so I liked Springsteen much more than I thought I would 30 minutes in. So if you like Bruce, go see it.